don't even need it.
Hi, I'm Ari.
I'm Nick.
And hi, Inevitable. I'm Dad.
Hey. Got him.
I get it.
And I am Iron Man. And I am Groot. And I am Steve Ross.
Welcome to the 36th episode of Pwn. Whoa, something weird just happened.
Wait.
Where
I'm
did
so
Nick come
confused.
from?
Guys, something weird happens in this episode. Don't worry, you haven't seen it yet.
Did you look into
Did you
14
watch-
million futures and you saw
There's
one?
only
Have you
one
seen-
way this
you only
Pwn
saw
will go,
one
and it'll be
feature.
bad. This is gonna be a nice little
Avengers
episode.
Endgame has been out for 3 weeks, and we're talking about it now. I think that if you watched these movies back to back, you would be very tired, but it would be pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good way to end it. You know, I think this is probably gonna be
Endgame!
this is probably gonna be a spoiler heavy episode.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, don't see this episode. You can watch like Endgame all you want. Really quickly before we get into this, did we all make it without having it spoiled beforehand?
I went pee once during the movie. Is that what you meant? My pants didn't get spoiled.
Again, let's reestablish, Wes, you do not like Marvel movies in general.
In general, yeah.
And Ari, you are neutral to good, positive.
What? I'm like that.
I will say though, having rewatched a lot of the recent ones, they're way better than when they were putting out like Iron Man 3 and Thor 2. So I think they've been on an upward trend, but they still feel very formulaic.
Because you really liked Ant-Man and Wasp. You
I thought that was
liked
good.
Black Panther.
Also, I think the bar's been lowered.
we haven't
right?
talked about Captain Marvel at all because we haven't made an episode, but you saw that,
I've
right?
seen it.
What did you like? You didn't know?
I think it's a yellow circle on the wiki.
Say what you will about the quality of the movies in it. It is genuinely somewhat impressive to have
very.
this many films consistently work with each other, you know?
Pwn number 3, Marvel.
Yeah, that was
We
us.
predict the entire cinematic universe.
What superheroes would you want them to make a movie of that they haven't announced? Me, I choose Squirrel Girl.
We do, and now it's over. We've now, every single movie we mentioned
That we
in
talked about in
that
that episode.
has been released. Every single one.
Inhumans hasn't been released
Okay,
yet.
well, it never will be, so. I want to hear Ari's opinion, because he hasn't really told me yet what he thinks.
It was really fun to watch.
Right out the bat, good, bad, like what we... Do we approve or not? What is that?
As a whole, it's better than Infinity War.
Yes.
But that's just because the third act is amazing, in my opinion. I think like the whole of Infinity War is better than the first hour and a half of this movie.
I think the third act was one of the weaker bits of that movie.
Of Endgame.
Yeah.
I think,
Okay, then.
I think it was better than Infinity War because Infinity War was more impressive in how they managed to like have all these interlocking characters. Like there's so many characters in that movie, and it somehow was still decently easy to follow. This one has not got that same advantage necessarily. It's like, okay, sure, this is happening, but it's also a lot more fun. I thought Infinity War was kind of just a lot of depressing stuff happening.
One thing I did like about this one is they didn't make stupid decisions. Whereas in Infinity War, I feel like there's a lot of stupid decisions.
No, you did not! Stop! It's coming, I got it!
In this one, they don't really do stupid stuff like that. Like, yes, things happen, but it's not because of anyone doing anything stupid. Like the Nebula stuff, that's not anyone's fault. Or like Hulk busting through the door. Look, that's a little stupid, but it's not everyone's fault.
I mean, this movie does feature Shrek dabbing. Wait.
I am the one, the way your son don't need
Shrek.
Hulk dabbing. Hulk
Okay.
dabs in the movie.
As I was watching, they talked about time travel,
Yeah.
and I immediately was all like, I'm gonna hate this movie.
Really?
Because there are so many ways to screw up time travel.
That's true.
The way they went with it made me very happy.
It's an interesting way of doing time travel. I don't agree that that would happen in real life ever. I didn't have too much of a problem with them doing that because I didn't expect like an intellectual primer movie, but
Yeah, this movie is not primer.
But I mean, like it was an interesting take on time travel. I haven't really seen it in a lot of movies.
The movie specifically says, hey, you know these other movies? Ignore them. I also think that the comedy wasn't as overdone as it was in Infinity War. Infinity War made me laugh more, but there were also more jokes. Whereas this was a lot of, you know, Iron Man's the
New
only one that's
Master
really doing
69.
anything. Yeah, it doesn't feel like they're trying too hard.
Taika Waititi's playing
Like,
Fortnite. Okay.
yeah.
I just want a solo movie with just the
Yes.
Kiwi rock.
Yeah.
The Kiwi Rock.
One thing that I thought was not great about this There's not really a villain for most of the movie. I think it's interesting. I don't think it 100% worked. I just felt like there wasn't as big of a threat when they go into the past.
For them being filmed together and written at the same time, this one feels a lot different than Infinity War. You know, it's got a completely different tone.
I like that they embrace some of the more wacky elements of comics.
Yeah.
True.
Like Big Chungus Thor.
It also did something that Last Jedi failed to do, which was introduce something that like didn't break everything. This was like, okay, there's time travel, and it doesn't really break everything because it's got alternate universe.
It does break one thing though.
Yeah.
What if they just like brought a bunch of clones of yourself? Just like, cause you can just go like a second back in time and grab one.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if some future movie
It's just like
it's probably gonna be Star Wars.
that
guys, I got an idea.
Let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
It also means it doesn't stop them from bringing back an old Iron Man, you know? So
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. thinks he's out, but just when he thought he was out, they pulled him back in.
I want to talk about the ending. I was like, this movie is good up until like the ending. I was like, it's like alright. Not a lot of action. Some parts are kind of boring. I feel like the past segments, like they go to Thor 2 for some reason, which is terrible. Like, why do they go back to this movie that no one liked? They even say in the movie, like, Thor's explaining what the ether is, and everyone's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, no one watched this movie. When Thanos shows up in the future, I thought the ending was badass after that. That, like, fight, Captain America
the way you
gets the hammer.
the way you
like,
explained it to me was like,
portals
there's
appear.
some
Okay.
fan servicey type stuff that I think even you'll like.
I don't like Captain America, and I hate that they got the hammer.
You didn't like that.
I hated that.
Really?
I did hate that. Almost everyone loves that. I did not
If
like
it makes
that.
you feel better, that happens in the comics, so they didn't just
Well,
make it.
also, doesn't a frog
They
get
didn't
it in
just-
the comics
Yes,
at one point?
Throg.
Wow, it'd sure be bad if one of you was to snap and I was to vanish.
You're dead.
Mr. Davies, I don't feel so good.
God. Oh, I killed Nick. Oh my God!
Thanos just snapped and Nick's gone, and we're doing the outro, but we need to get back to the episode. Maybe if we use the quantum realm,
You have to
we
help
can
me on
travel.
this one.
We can travel back in time and save Nick.
Okay, we
And
gotta
so we
count.
can talk about Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
By the way, Endgame spoilers.
At the end of the episode.
Okay, now
What were
hey,
you
look,
supposed to
we
do?
found Nick in the past. This is me. This is 20 minutes ago, Nick.
Yeah, so-
the Nick in our universe is dead, but we brought the one from 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
If I was good at editing, I would edit half of Ari out, so then it would literally be half of everyone in this room died.
It's fine.
It's the
okay.
bottom half that died. Ari has no dick anymore.
So, I guess I'm leading the outro, me, past Nick, who hasn't yet finished the episode, but you guys have finished the episode. That was a pretty good episode, guys. What happens? It's pretty good.
I think it is pretty good. It
Yeah.
would be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, please like and subscribe.
You wouldn't like it, Nick.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like it.
Please like and subscribe. Next time on Phone,
Do you
we will
move the
be.
camera?
Next time on Phone, we will be talking about Marvel movies for every episode from now on because Disney
Forever.
has taken over the world.
Oh, comment.
Yeah, favorite
Yeah,
comment.
and you told us what's happening next time. Okay, home?
This one's sponsored by kickboxing.
Okay.
Poners, assemble.
Okay, bye. I'm going back.
No, wait, back under?
He's going to the future.
Whoa, something weird just happened.
Wait.
Where
I'm
did
so
Nick come
confused.
from?